Hey everybody, it's PhoenixTalon, and we're back with part 2 of the No Mining Underground Hardcore Minecraft Challenge. And the rules are in the description, and I covered them in part 1, so I'm not going to waste your time, but if you would please give me a subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give me a like so other people can find it. And if you want to see more of these things and you want to be alerted right when they come out, ring the bell. Alright, you know what to do. Stay tuned. Let's see how far I can get without dying. As we start today's episode, we find our hero's village under attack by flaming hot zombies spawned from the night before. Can our hero defeat this angry horde? Yes, of course, he's got a stone axe. Haha, you are no match for my stone axe. Well, and the sun. The sun helped. I'll give the sun some credit there. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and start shutting these villagers in, because I realized, you know, the little baby zombies, they can get in here. So, little fellas. So, yeah, we don't want the villagers to get attacked by the little things anymore. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and shut them in. And now they should be completely safe, especially you. Decided also I would start getting some charcoal production going. So, you know, everybody knows you heat up a log in the furnace, you use, you know, some other fuel source like a plank that gets you your first piece of charcoal. You recycle that, lather, rinse, repeat, and you can use your charcoal for things like torches, furnace fuel, all kinds of stuff. It was just a really good time to get that going. Decided also, keeping in the same vein of needing a loom, is that if I can get some sheep in here, then I can start trading with the shepherd. And if I can get the shepherd going, then I can get a good steady supply of emeralds. So I went ahead and got the sheep, and I think I got 4 of them on this pass. So yeah, there's number 4 right there. And I went ahead and got them all up in there, and you know, this is their new home. Breed them up, get some sheep going. Ultimately, my thought on this was, I know it takes, you know, the trade is like 15 something. I think it's like 12 or 15 wool to get an emerald. So I know it's not the best way, but it does work. So I've got to get that set up, but I still need string. In the meantime, we'll get some of these berries going, so I have a reliable food source until the farm starts coming into its own. And I went ahead and went to the that village, that disjointed village, to go ahead and pick up all those other things. So a lot of this is just cleanup work. Things that I missed from the previous episode. I got the cartography table. It's going to come in handy later because, you know, empty maps. You can make more maps. And it just happened to have some bread, which was really nice. So I took the carpet too, of course, because, you know, carpet's always handy. Went ahead and got this, and I thought this was an awesome find. A bucket of water. I didn't even know those could spawn in the Fisher huts. So that was really awesome to find. I was like, man, that's going to save some iron, because I need a bucket. And I don't have a lot of iron to work with. I mean, I do have some iron, but I have a way of getting some iron nuggets later. But for now, I mean, that was, you know, good to have. Went ahead and got this stuff. All these things you guys all saw from previous episode, which is why I'm really skipping a lot of this and editing it out. You don't really need to, you know, you just need to know that I got it. I mean, I don't know if it's enough to say, hey, I went back and got all the things, but it's a lot of fun to see. And then this guy, oh man, I was like, whoa, I forgot hardcore, man. You lose a lot of health when you're on fire. And then I decided I'd try to do this AI pathing exploit with villagers. And I just wanted to see if it would work. It's not like I need extra villagers in the other village yet. But I wanted to see if I could get this guy to follow and maybe treat the other village as his village. So I don't know. I was just testing some stuff. But I thought it was interesting. And maybe some of you could use this in your future villages. You say, oh, that's how you get to move villagers so easily. I mean, you know, it's not like super easy, but it's faster than a boat. And, you know, you don't have to worry about it. It takes advantage of something that... and then he just kind of lost interest. I think what happened was I got too close to the village with these guys, and they started to want to do the grindstone. But I figured, you know what? Let me open this up, see if he'll go in there or not, and, you know, see what happens. But he ended up not, at least not that I could tell. And then I kind of lost him. I kind of lost villager. What I didn't know is there were carrots in this in this farm. I previously thought there weren't. So I was like, oh no, I don't got carrots. I gotta go find some. And then there were carrots and beetroots. So I was like, yeah, score. So I got pretty lucky with that. I mean, it's the thing is, carrots aren't all that amazing. It's just that they grow fast. You get a lot of them, and when you get a farmer to trade with the villagers, they actually trade. I think it's 20 or 21 or something like that. 22. I guess it depends. And then so I made a hoe so I could take care of that piece of dirt over there. But yeah, it's a good way to get emeralds from the farmers too. So I'm trying to get multiple ways that I can get a good supply of emeralds set up. And it's just going to be what we can do first. Because like I said, I would prefer to have some flint, which I can't mine because I can't mine gravel. So I would prefer to have flint to set up an archery workstation. So yeah, so this is my my village in the map, and as it always turns out, I always end up like with half my village off the map and half of it on. So I went ahead and decided, hey, you know what? Let me go do a little exploring. I went ahead and did the southern route, that big ocean south of the village, and I said, let me go ahead and see what this light is, because I was seeing that at night. And it was just a underground ruin or underwater ruins, which I'm like, yeah, there's some drowns there. Let's not mess with that. And then I was like, all right, I'll do the loop around. And as I was doing that, I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I was like, what is that over there? Lo and behold, there's another village. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I was like, all right, let's go check this village out. And yeah, so that's where I'm gonna go ahead and do some rapid checking of some things around here too. The village here had a lot of good stuff, though. You had this masonry guy. I forget what that thing's called. Stonecutter something. Yeah. And there was just, there was good stuff here. I mean, it was standard village stuff, but I mean, there was a lot of good things, that I was finding. So, I mean, I wasn't upset to find a village. I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't wait. I found the smoker place. I forgot that the smoker was upstairs. And then I was like, oh, yeah, look at that. There it is. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is great. Getting a leather worker's place is always nice. Getting some of those cauldrons is always a good thing. It's not really a lot I can do with them at the moment. And then getting some nice leg armor is good. But then I found this. This was the big, awesome score for this village. It was the archery hut. It was the Fletcher table. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is fantastic. I was like, what? I was so excited. I was like, this is great. Sticks to emeralds now. That's literally what that means. So I was like, man, what a great village that was. And just off to the side, I was walking around. And I was like, okay, so we got everything we need here. And I was walking around, and I found another one. I was like, what is this place? It's just like, there's the village. You go right over the hill. There's another one. I was like, this is crazy. So this one had another brewing stand. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, how many villages are here? And they keep saying that Minecraft 1.18... they lowered the random chance of villages. How did they lower it? I'm not seeing a lowered village spawn here. So yeah, so I just got all the things like always, and then I found the smelter. What's this thing called? Blast furnace, and I was like, oh man, that's great. Too bad I don't have any ore. I was like, oh, too bad it's a no mining challenge. But no, I actually need the blast furnace so I can create an armor later, because that's how we want to get our upgraded armor and stuff. So just checking on them there, everybody's fine. And we're going to go ahead and do some building improvements with this. So go ahead and enjoy the speed up. So right here, I decided that I would build some sugar cane. This is as good a place as any. It's kind of out of the way, and yeah, you know, it's not too bad. So we need it. We need paper later. So this is just a little training area that I built here. And I say training area because what I can do is I can get one of the villagers to come over, which I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to try to train a Fletcher. So you put the workstation down and then you open it up so that they can path to it. And then one of them will get interested in becoming a Fletcher like this guy. Flip the little trap door down, flip it back up. And then if they path correctly to it, then they'll come over and now they're trapped in here where they can be a Fletcher. So then you just block this back off so that nobody can also become a Fletcher. And you just go ahead and grind out what you want as your for your Fletcher. And then what I realized is, oh, I forgot to block off the bottom there. So other villagers are pathing to him. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and grind out until I get the trades that I want. And I'm looking for sticks for emeralds and arrows. So I want arrows and sticks. And once we do that, then we're going to be in good shape. All right, and there we go. He got the sticks and arrows of outrageous fortune. Or no, that's slings and arrows. Yeah, whatever. So we're just going to go ahead and get all of our sticks from all the wood we've been harvesting. And let's go ahead and get us some emeralds and get this guy leveled up a little bit so that we can move on and make us a weaponsmith. So yeah, that's what we're doing there. Now, I was like, okay, I think it's a good time. Let's go ahead and make us a weaponsmith. Real easy to do. If they go where they're supposed to go. I thought he was going to go, and I was like, oh, okay. So we go ahead and get him reinterested in coming in. And then there we go. Now we got our weaponsmith. They also make really good pirates. I wanted to get the sharpness one sword. I was like, oh, man, but I was like, oh, can I get better? It was really tough because I know they don't always just trade an axe and a sword. Sometimes you get the coal and all that other stuff. And I was like, oh, man, I want it. I wasn't sure. I was on the fence. And I was like, yeah, just do it. And I was like, I'm not real happy that I did that. But I was like, well, maybe we'll get lucky here. And then we did. We got sharp 1, sweeping edge 1. Which is a pretty good low-level iron sword. I thought it was pretty nice. And then I was still debating. I was like, could I get better? Could I not? And I was like, yeah, I'll just do it. You know, why not? I mean, you know, because ultimately what I'm going for is getting the diamond sword at the end of that leveling chain. And that's what I did. I said, all right, we got us an iron sword now. So, you know, it's just going to be more of the same. Lather, rinse, repeat. Get lots of sticks, lots of emeralds, level up. You know, get him to level up with the bow. And then we'll see what kind of, you know, stuff he can get as we level. And one of the major points of getting the weaponsmith is so that I can get these axes and then I can smelt those down into nuggets. And that's going to give me my first little bit of iron, you know, renewable iron, if you will, that's not mining. So this is really nice to have early if you need an iron source before you can get a farm. But now I need a place for my villagers to live for a while. So that's what we're going to do now. And let's build some more things. So I decided it would be time to go ahead and upgrade my map with the cartography table and then post my maps so I could see. And it'll also give me something to do later when I go do some exploring. That way also I don't get lost, because I'm trying not to use F3. And actually I don't use F3 at all during the course of this. So I'm really trying to get all this done just the vanilla way using maps. So that's what I'm doing there. Okay, and that's the villager living area and trading area done. It's a combination. So in order to move them in there, all I gotta do is place the workstations, use the AI pathing, use the trap doors, boom, bada bing, they go without a fuss. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is go ahead and start working on the actual breeding area for the villagers. So this is where we put 2 of the adult villagers, and then I use the same sort of trapdoor trap so that the baby villagers can jump over the trap doors, but the adult villagers can't path to get through there because obviously it's not tall enough for them. But I also don't want to give them any chance of pathing to a workstation, so I need to make ladder access through the roof and make sure they can't get out through the ladders. So I break off the bottom ladder and I can go ahead and get in there no problem. With the breeding area built and roofed, I go ahead and put a roof access into the holding area so that way I can get in, but the baby villagers can't get out. Now that my trained villagers have a place to hang out, I decided it was time to take down the little cathedral over here. I need the cobble. They're not using it. It seems like a win-win for me. So we're just going to take this down. I need the supplies before I can build an iron farm anyway, and this actually works out really well because cobble is not something that I can get by mining stone. This is the only way I can get it, and this is the most cobble structure I have next to me. And here you can see just how painfully slow it is to mine this entire structure with a stone pickaxe. I cannot wait till I have a toolsmith and get an actual iron pickaxe or something nicer than what I have. So I take down the door, and there we go. Now I have a nice wide open area. So now I was thinking to myself, if I get a farmer now, because I haven't had any luck getting string so far, if I can get a farmer going, then now I can go ahead and trade what extra crops I have in the way of carrots, for example, so that I can at least get some more emerald production going. Because the sticks, while they're awesome, are just not going to do it. So we'll go ahead and grind this out, and let's see if we can get bread and carrots. Bread and carrots are what we're looking for. Because it only takes 6 bread to get a villager in the mood for breeding. So if you get 2 of those, you only need 12 bread for each baby villager they need to make. Also, because carrots, like I said earlier, are real easy to get and farm, that's what we really need. So we're just grinding this out real quick. Go ahead and get us the trades that we're looking for. And I will tell you, the success to any kind of villager trading and getting what you need is really just taking that time to go ahead and get the trades you really, really want. And that is never more clear than in a time like this, where you just say, and then you get it. You're like, whoa, I got it. And then you're excited. Because that takes a long time sometimes. So now that I've got easy access to bread and also a nice way of exchanging my overflow carrots for emeralds, this is actually a really good thing. So we'll get this guy traded up, and I was very happy to see the pumpkin pie trade, because those are great to have as a food source, long-term food source. I know they're not as good as steak. However, this is easy to get. And the only other thing that I would be trading and leveling this farmer up for after this are obviously the golden carrots, which I really do like as a good saturation food source. So we'll get the farmers set up, and this is how you get them over in their little area. They follow the workstation. It's as good a place as any to end the video. I know it's a little different kind of change of pace. We did a lot more building and getting things set up for future episodes. Hopefully I survive long enough to see those episodes. In any case, if you do enjoy this content and you are having a great time, please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It helps the algorithm to get this video out to other people. And if you want to see the next video installment, you want to be notified when it comes out in a few days, hit that bell and you'll go ahead and get notified of any videos that I start putting out. Until then, however, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you staying with me all the way to the end. And until the next episode, peace.